96.1 KIX 96. Just so you know, Carrie Underwood wrote that about our very own Big Dan Murphy. So, ladies, beware. And,
he's a hottie.
With KIX Cares for there's Dan. KIX Cares for Kids Radiothon. These are real stories. These are our people. These are our neighbors. Cody's with me, and we now are joined by Mindy Finch. And I can't imagine. I mean, the first thing is your son had to have a bone marrow transplant. He has the rarest form of leukemia, right?
It's pretty rare.
And so I went to shake your hand and didn't even realize. No, I mean, just to start this off, but I mean, we don't realize that he has no immune system right now. And so, so I, we immediately, disinfected everything because, we want to help here. But, I mean, first off, from the very beginning, and you have other children, right?
We do. We have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old.
And Gregory is how old?
4. He just turned 4.
So, when did you suspect there's something wrong here?
We really didn't. He had had a head cold for some time and a cough, and 10 days into it, he was not looking well, and went into the doctor, and 2 days later, it came up with this rare form of leukemia.
And your reaction, your husband's reaction, what goes through your mind when this is your baby, this is your child?
Blank. I mean, just...
too much information to even react to it. And
no, your world is stopped. It is never, ever, ever, ever the same again.
And so how long have you been fighting through this? I mean, how long has this process been going on?
8 months.
Was it difficult finding a donor for Gregory?
In retrospect, it was comparatively quick, but when you're going through those 6 weeks of not knowing whether or not you have someone to save your child's life,
right,
they feel like forever.
So how does this? I mean, so he is totally in isolation because of his immune system.
Correct.
So what does that do for the other kids? I mean, because they can't have any contact, right?
No, we just got back from Seattle Children's just over a week ago, and the kids are recovering from routine illnesses, so we haven't really hit home yet. We've been gone for 5 months. Gregory and I headed out to the lake to stay at the lake to be isolated. And we're just going to see how it goes, whether or not the kids stay well. And if we have to stay out at the lake for the next 9 months, that's okay by me.
Well, so when did you crash? You had a moment, didn't you? I mean, it's because you wouldn't have the heart and to do what you do if you didn't have that moment.
No.
What was it?
It actually was during our second admit while we were in Seattle, and I had woken up after 4 o'clock vitals and 8 o'clock meds and fallen back asleep and had a nightmare. And the attending came in to do rounds, and I just lost it. Just absolutely lost it.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
Rightly
yeah,
so.
but I also write. I'm a writer, and so...
You are. Is that a healing process for you?
Tremendously. I share my story online, and it's pretty amazing.
People, you're hearing this live right now from the lobby of Sacred Heart. I always get choked up at 232 KIDS. We're looking for 9 donations, 9 miracle makers. We're hearing Mindy's story right now, and this is right now, right, Mindy? I mean, tell them this is happening this very instant.
Yeah, he's upstairs right now receiving an infusion of immunoglobulin because he doesn't make immunoglobulin, so that's where he's at right now.
How long is this process going to be? Do you know? I mean, do you know the treatments? I mean, do you have a prognosis that the doctor has told you?
Well, with the rarity of his leukemia and it's a pretty fierce one. I don't talk prognosis.
Treatments, like we're just going to continue this and we're going to see if we can get his...
It's moment to moment, day by day. I mean, every week we go in for that blood count and cross your fingers that he hasn't relapsed and we get through this next year.
How about the on your pocketbook, your finances? When you first found out about this, and of course, raising a family is tough enough on your own, with all your kids, and then finding out that your son has this medical issue, what was that like?
You know what? You don't think about it. You hope, and you reach out to your community, and you pull in the troops, and you say, this is what's going on. We need your help. And people rise to the occasion.
They rallied around you.
Oh my goodness, they jumped to the opportunity and they want to help in any way that they can.
So, they're getting us note, but we're curious about your necklace. No, it's very, very attractive, but it looks like it represents a series of different things. And people, by the way, when you're listening to KIX Cares for Kids Radiothon, we are videotaping these. We'll be posting them on our website later on so that you can see the faces of the people that you're helping. $10 a month. Please call us right now, 232-KIDS. If you're outside the area, 1-866-511-KIDS. And Mindy, explain the necklace.
Okay. There's a really great organization here called the Candlelighters, and they support families of kids with cancer. And this program, they offer these beads to the kids every time they represent something that has happened to the kids. Some of the examples are, there's little crescent moons that represent sedation, so every time he would get sedated, he'd get a little moon. The bones are for x-rays. Some of them are really cute. Platelet transfusions, the little red hearts are red cell transfusions.
And this child's 4 years old, good Lord.
Hair loss, bone marrow transplant, every time they place a central line, travel for treatment, TPN, the cow one. The cow printed one is for TPN, which is the total parental nutrition that the kids receive when they can't eat, so it's cute.
The thing that also amazes me is, one, how strong you are, Mindy, but that you become a medical expert. I mean, you were a writer and maybe had some exposure to the medical community. So how have you found the support structure that all of a sudden this happens? It's horrible. Gregory, bone marrow transplant. You're now at Sacred Heart here in Spokane. How have you found the support?
The Spokane Hospital, Spokane is phenomenal. The support staff is like no other. There's no other place like this.
Tell them to call right now. Come on.
Please.
We're not hearing any phones
No,
in the background.
no.
Somebody's got $10 a month. It's $120 a year. It's a latte. It's nominal. Please.
It
For
is.
Mindy and for Gregory, we need 9 for some NICU diapers. But call. Why, Mindy?
It's needed.
What if it was their child?
You never, ever, ever, ever. That's the last thing you imagine. Cancer. Children with cancer. You don't think about it. It's big. It's huge.
We're not saying goodbye to Gregory, are we?
No.
Not going to happen.
No.
When we need your help, $10 a month, 232-KIDS. Easy to call. If you're outside the area, 1-866-511-KIDS. We've got all the plastic. We can do anyway. You can send pennies. We don't care. But every nickel stays here. That's why Children's Miracle Network is so special. We've got Northern Quest on the phones. Thank you to TW Telecom. And Mindy, any other advice you'd give to people? You're an amazingly strong lady. I'm so proud of you.
Embrace your community. Embrace your village. That's what they're there for.
You have a blog.
I do.
Where's your blog? So for people can get, maybe some help,
Sure.
Inspiration
Sure.
from your writings.
Well, Gregory
There we go.
has a name. His brother gave him a name several years ago. Gregory is the Greginator.
Greg, well, see, that's a good brother name. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And a brother's the only one that can come
Yeah.
up with a cool name. So the Greginator.
And so I'm at livejournal.thegreginator.com.
Well, Mindy, God bless you. We thank you for sharing your story. People, 232-KIDS call, and this is happening right now, real time. And what great advice is again, what's this about the community? I got to remember this.
Oh, just embrace it.
Embrace it, and it's our village, and
Yeah.
regardless of what's going on anywhere else, this is happening in our backyard, and make sure that this infrastructure is there for you. 232-KIDS. Mindy, thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you to everyone.
KIX Cares.